Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 43. Happy Saturday, happy weekend to all of you out there. I hope you have a nice, chill and relaxed one. And if you're like me and you're playing a bit of Foot Champs, well, good luck to you as well. Because obviously that is a big factor in some of the wins we get. Anyway, welcome to today's episode. Do me a huge favor right at the start. Hit me with a thumbs up button. 5,000 likes is your target. You've pretty much been nailing it every day. Sometimes maybe not quite enough. So today, we will ask you twice. Hit the thumbs up button. 5,000 likes. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Thank you for 485,000 subs. We are now under 15,000 away from the 500k target. Oh my god. One day it will happen. I hope. Anyway. So, I start the episode off by actually deciding to sell Griezmann. He was about 50k. I figured that money would help me out. I had a little bit of an idea. We're a little bit too far away money-wise at this moment. But don't worry, it will happen in the middle of this episode. I will make a couple of changes. So for now, we go on into our first champs game with our squad. And we come up against this. It's a strong team. Salah, Martial, Son, Van Dijk, Joe Gomez at the back. And unfortunately for me, my opponent scores after 4 minutes, 52 seconds. I hadn't even touched the ball. Couldn't get the ball off of him in that first 5 minutes. And then pretty much for the next sort of 10, 15 minutes, he peppered my goal with opportunities and attacks. And I don't know. I just felt like, oh my god, I've had some pretty unfortunate matchmaking for game number one. I end up going 2-0 down after 20 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's chalk then, isn't it? This game is over before it's even started. I've lost my first game of champs. I'm getting absolutely demolished, really not making anything happen. First game of the day, though, so maybe a little bit of rustiness, potentially. Time to make some changes and see if we can make something happen second half. Off you come Ansu Fati, on you come Ousmane Dembele, and actually off you come Iñaki Williams, and on comes Eden Hazard, who I think I've been disrespecting lately. I actually really love him when he comes on at that cam spot in a 4-1-2-1-2. So, Douglas Costa, after a decent bit of possession in the second half early on, we held the ball pretty much just like he did at the start of the game, found an opening and then scored a goal, and then Ousmane Dembele and Douglas Costa working together really well actually gets me the equalising goal. Excellent. We managed to get back into the game until the 85th or 86th minute when his substitute ASM comes on and destroys my dreams. Yeah, I mean, like, to be honest, this guy was a better player than me. I got outplayed and I got lucky to get 2 goals back into it. But yeah, it was just a real struggle for the first game of the day and the first game of the weekend league. So I don't know if I've lost my first game of the weekend league at all in any of the weeks so far. However, we did just lose our first one. So we're 0-1 in Foot Champs. Oh dear, boys. Now, we go on into the next match. Bundesliga team. Good save there from Manuel Neuer. And this game was pretty much a completely different story. It was like the opposite, in fact. Like, I was peppering my opponent's goal with lots of crazy opportunities, but I actually kind of wasn't scoring. You can see, like, a few opportunities here I really should be taking. But I also felt that I was making so many that I was trying to have fun at the same time. Whereas at some point you just need to go through and score. And it's fun when you score, right? You don't have to score the best goals in the world. So we got a goal with Douglas Costa. Nearly get like a volley gets hit there by Ansu Fati. And at half-time, we're only 1-0 up. But we are dominating in both shots and possession. We're killing it in this game. We're doing pretty well. So Paulinho gets into a scoring opportunity in the second half. And he pretty much just makes Neuer stand there and not put a hand out. And I'm like, all right, sweet. So we go 2-0 up. I'm not sure if the goalie was moved at some point. And then I could have gone 3-0 up here inside of the post there from Anderson Talisca. That's unfortunate, wasn't it? But some nice play. Llorente into Benzema, the super sub. We've decided to bring him on to see what he can do. And he gets a goal for us. So that's positive. And then Douglas Costa with a lovely ball over to Benz. And this guy pretty much just stopped playing instantly. And I get the goal with the Frenchman. So 2 goals for Red Benzema. And we come away with a 4-0 victory. I love that. That's a good comeback after a very difficult first game. But as you can see by the stats, this one just wasn't difficult whatsoever. We out-teamed and outplayed our opponent, which is Yeah, what you love to see. So we go into game number 3. Hopefully what can finally turn us into a positive record. Sergio Ramos and Varane is something that I do not love to see when I come up against it. That's a very solid centre-back partnership that, you know, one is pace, one is like super solid. It's tough. But Douglas Costa here, just running into the box, staying by the byline, cutting inside, and then taking the shot. I don't know why, but I get so much success from doing that sort of thing from a corner that I'm going to carry on doing it. Now, I thought I conceded a free kick to Çalhanoğlu there, but yeah, it was a good. Well, it actually came off the bar, I think. I don't even know if I saved it. We miss a couple of shots due to either AI or manual blocks, whatever it was. And we get through Vinyaki here. Luckily, the defender doesn't manage to get a foot in front of it this time. We do get our goal. We do go 2-0 up. 33 minutes on the clock. We are... I would say we're like kind of bossing the game, but this guy kept coming back at me, and he was having nearly as many opportunities as I was. So I needed to be a little bit cautious there. A 2-goal lead is not really enough against someone that's also creating. And he stepped it up a notch in the second half as well. Knocks it into Griezmann. What a finish. Obviously, Griezmann's got an incredible shot. And if you let him free on that left foot, he will take advantage of it. But we bring on Benzema again, and the man is clinical. I've got to say, bringing him on as a substitute has made me really want to use this card. So, yeah, hit him with the zoom and turn. We're 3-1 up. We restore the 2-goal lead. And then I think when this guy decided that he had to push to get back into the game, we just hit him with that was a cheeky little finish there from Douglas Costa. But yeah, it was just a little sweat across goal to ensure our victory was going to happen. So, but that really wasn't like a 4-1 game. This guy was... I would say at least easily on my level, and it just so happened that I was the one to get the first couple of goals, and then from there it was an uphill battle for him. So GG to you. Literally had more shots than me in the 90 minutes with more on target. So either my goalkeeper was having a good day or his goalkeeper was having a bit of a bad day. So we had finally turned the record around. We're now 2-1. So I stopped there for a little bit and decided that this is the time where I'm going to make some changes. Hadn't been getting a huge amount out of Ansu Fati or from Iñaki Williams at the start of this weekend league. So I decided to sell a few players on. Depay, Tagliafico, get rid of Goretzka, who sat on the bench. Also, this Silva Adams, who was in my Silva team, but has doubled in price since I bought him. So I thought I'd sell him as well. So that I could pick this guy up. Inform Valverde. 260k's worth of Uruguayan centre midfielder for Real Madrid. People have been saying he fights for the badge, so we're bringing him in. And it's going to make a triple change to our squad. That triangle on the right-hand side, for now, see you later. I know they are two very expensive SBC players, but I just want to try something different. They can come on from the bench, obviously. So welcome to the Real Madrid trio of Eden Hazard, untradeable, Red Karim the Dream Benzema, and also 85 rated Inform Valverde. That right there could be good. So it's a definite upgrade on the centre mid from Llorente to Inform Valverde. It's a different swap for our striker. Iñaki Williams, obviously very quick, good dribbling. This Benzema might feel a little clunky, but what he has been so far is really clinical, and he's got a better weak foot. And then, Ansu Fati at cam compared to Eden Hazard at cam, it's very similar, I think. Like, maybe Hazard is even better suited for that sort of spot. So I switch it around, and now we have Douglas Costa moving his way up to the striker role, which I do like to have a 5-star skiller up front. So that's going to be nice and beneficial, of course, isn't it? It's going to be nice to be able to do a running scoop turn. So my Valverde came with a shadow on him. I actually kind of want to maybe use an engine on him because he's a box-to-box midfielder. But I also think that him being able to tackle is a good thing as well. So I'll just leave him at that for now because it preserves his value a little better. So we're absolutely poor right now. We've got no money left. Just fine. Like, we've got a crazy team. We've got 500k's worth of Douglas Costa, 50k's worth of Ousmane Dembele, 250k's worth of Valverde, and then there's other players as well, like Alphonso Davies and stuff. I don't know who else we've got in our club that's really worth, but it looks as though maybe we can get up to about 750 if we were to sell everything, which is actually pretty good. I get a goal to go 1-0 up. It's Eden Hazard that scores it. Now, I was having hardly any possession in this game, but look at this. Benzema with the rainbow flick, touch, and then volley. So far, so good for the Frenchman. I know he's got 76 pace or something, but he's got a hunter on him, or it's an engine, I think, that's on him. So he's going to be as quick and as agile as he can possibly be. He's on full chem now. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of working. We've got two very quick players in Hazard and Costa up front as well. But look at Benzema here. Not necessarily needing the pace, but utilising some good dribbling and some good skill moves. And the weak foot. Like, he's good. I know that it's probably like these easier starter games that I'm finding him good. And I reckon by the end of the weekend league, I probably will have already changed him back for Iñaki Williams or something. Like, I can't imagine he's going to turn up against the most OP of opponents, but for now, so far, so good, and I'm actually enjoying using a red player pick that I managed to pack, so yeah, that's obviously a nice thing too, isn't it? So we are 3-1, good result for the first game, little rage quit with 3 goals scored, and nothing conceded. Awesome stuff. We then come up against a average-looking Bundesliga side, but these sorts of teams absolutely scare the life out of me. And lo and behold, I do go 1-0 down to it after 12 minutes. But after a few minutes in this game, I realised, I think I can break this defence. I think I can score. And it is Anderson Talisca to get a really nice heel click and then solid finish across the goalkeeper with that lovely left foot. And then I think it was a really poorly timed offside trap or something maybe, or maybe he was on high pressure. But it knocks it through to Benzema. Great attacking positioning, lovely finish on that right foot. And then we make it 3-1 with Douglas Costa, using and abusing his pace, his abilities, and that crazy cut across goalkeeper shot with that lovely left peg. So 3-1 up at half-time. We turn the game around. Into the second half we go. We literally grab the ball off of kickoff and then hit it. Finesse shot with Eden Hazard. I don't know why. Maybe that's the finesse shot that everyone's saying is broken. I've been trying quite a lot to see if I can make it happen, to see what people are talking about when they say finesse shots are now broken. But maybe it's ones like that, because we scored one a little bit like that with Paulinho too, didn't we, earlier on? But I've been trying some pretty audacious ones, and they've been fairly easily saved by the goalkeeper, so I don't know what to think. But as you can see, it sort of got away. This game got away from my opponent a little bit. We're up to 6 goals right now. But again, he wasn't the worst. He had a subpar team compared to mine. If the roles were reversed, I think the scoreline would have been like the same, or reversed, I guess you could say. Like, it would be 7-3 to him if he had my squad and I had his, I reckon. He gave up after that one, though, so I do take the advantage to just score one more there. Talisca, I think, knocking it in, or it was a deflection or something, off to Benzema, who just slaps it in the back of the net to get his hat-trick. 2 goals for Costa, 2 goals for Hazard, 2 goals for Benzema, 3 goals for Benzema, and also a goal for Anderson Talisca there. It's showing you that those attacking players in this 4-1-2-1-2 are all really getting involved. And I've really enjoyed Valverde so far as well. The guy is going to be an unsung hero in this squad. I don't know how long he'll last here, because obviously I don't want to lose too much money on him. And I've bought him at a pretty expensive time. But yeah, good stuff so far from the Uruguayan. So Benzema scores that. I'm like, I struggled for the first 10 minutes to break this guy's defense down. So I thought I'm just going to hit it without getting past him. And it went in. So maybe that was one of the finesse shots that was broken. Timo Werner in form, though, is certainly broken. He's very, very good. He's overpowered. And he scores that goal against me. But then look at this. Look at that from my opponent. I mean, you might want to blame my goalkeeper. I don't know. But that was a hell of a goal. Like, I didn't even bring my keeper out. And he still chipped me. That's insane. So GG's for that goal right there to my opponent. But we run straight down the other end and get a goal with Douglas Costa, featuring a nice McGeady spin, I think it was. Getting through with the Brazilian once again. Just going to smash that one across the goalkeeper. There's no way you're saving that. I could shoot in either corner at that situation. I think I'd probably net if I just don't finesse. If I just hit it with a power shot, then I think we're scoring there no matter what. So I was leading, and he was leading, and we've turned it around again, and now we're leading again. Eden Hazard working his way into the box, 66 minutes on the clock, and we've scored our 4th goal of the game. 4-2 up. And then, like, kind of near the end here, literally, like, one of the last kicks of the game, he gets inside with Pogba, and he does manage to get a nice little finesse shot into the back of the net to make it 4-3. But we were, like, already away and clear with the victory there, so it was all good. So, yeah, nice victory there. Brings me up to 5-1. From 0-1 to 5-1. That is, I'll take that, you know. It was tough to take a loss in the very first game of the day, but you know what? Sometimes it happens, and if I can carry on winning, then I don't really care. Like, we're trying to get to 14 wins. If we take a few losses along the way, it's to be expected. So, yeah, great stuff so far. 16 goals and 10 assists in 15 games with Douglas Costa. 9 goals and 1 assist in 6 games from Benzema. And don't forget, like, 4 or 5 of them, maybe even more than that, maybe 6 or 7 of them have been from the bench to begin with. So, doing a good job. I think 6 of them were from the bench. So, yeah, he's been acting kind of classy for us in the end of this episode. I like him a lot. He's been very, very clinical. Hopefully, he continues to be like that for us. So we've made some big changes to the team today. Obviously, we've got a couple of very good super subs now in Fatty, Williams, and Ousmane Dembele. All 3 of them I could probably bring on, and I might do if I want to change the team around during the game. But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap things up for the episode. If you do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up button, I'd really appreciate it. We're aiming for 5,000 likes. I think you can make that happen, and it will make my day if you do. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new around here. I thank you for that. And of course, Twitter and Instagram. My links can be found down below in the description. Come follow me over there. I post stories about my weekend leagues. You get a little spoiler into what's going on there. Also, like pictures of my car and stuff because I'm a petrol head that loves my automobile. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Take it easy, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.